Are you serious about what you said this morning?
What did I say?
You told me this morning, remember? You told me to go away.
Ah, that's right. If you're gonna get so irritated, I'll take care of our son, Christopher. That's why you can leave and go away.
I can't believe you would say such a thing.
Try to put yourself in my situation. Every morning you wake up irritated, complaining you weren't able to sleep at all. Because of that, you even took out your frustration on me.
I'm not taking out my frustration on you. I just wanted you to understand that I have a very difficult time because I can't sleep.
Even though you know that I have a job, I listen to you every day.
You don't listen to me at all. All you do is use your phone during the night, and Christopher and I sleep alone in the other room. You said you don't want to be awoken by Christopher's cries. That's why you don't want to sleep in the same room, right?
Of course, that's a given. All you have to do is take care of Christopher, but I have to go to work when the morning comes. You know? That's why it will be a problem if I don't get enough sleep, and Christopher is already 2 years old, so I'm sure he's capable of sleeping all by himself now. The reason why he can't sleep alone is that you're spoiling him.
That's not it. When I turn over and I face the other way from Christopher, he would cry so hard. I wake up every time and I have to get up and turn to face Christopher. That's why I can't sleep. You understand, right?
Whatever. But if you take out your frustration on me for that petty reason, it'll be a huge problem for me. So leave the house and go away.
Okay, I understand. I'll leave the house.
That's right, go away! Taking care of a child is a piece of cake.
Huh?
It might be difficult for you, but it's very easy for me to do. You're 10 years younger than me. Why are you complaining about not getting enough sleep? You're just behaving like a spoiled child.
Don't say it like that. Age doesn't matter when it comes to this. Even I would have frustration built up if I can't sleep for several nights in a row.
You're not getting your frustration out on Christopher, are you?
Of course not. What are you thinking?
Glad to hear that, but if you do such a thing, we're gonna get a divorce, you know.
I told you I didn't do anything like that. You always pretend to help take care of Christopher, but if he cries even a little, you immediately go to your room.
Christopher says he wants his mother, so there's nothing I can do about that. It doesn't seem like there's anything I can do.
But you said that you can take care of him all by yourself. Are you for real?
Of course, there's no way I can't do it. All I have to do is deal with a kid, right? That's not a very hard thing to do. The reason why he cries in the middle of the night is because you spoil him. By sleeping next to him all the time. If I raise him, I'm sure Christopher will grow up strong.
Is that so? Then why don't you try it?
Those who get very annoyed, just like you. Just because their sleeping is lessened, I think is acting like a child.
So that's how you respond to this? Are you ignoring how I feel?
You made me feel depressed so early in the morning. So go away!
Understood. What time are you coming home?
I will arrive by 8 p.m.
Understood. Since I can't leave Christopher alone, I'll leave the house at that time. So message me when you arrive at the station.
Alright, leave the house, okay? Or stop complaining.
I'll leave the house and go away, so that's it. That way you don't have to watch me get irritated and annoyed, right? Since the day Christopher was born, I had no break at all. Your parents' house and my parents' house are far from where we live, so I wasn't able to ask them to take care of Christopher when I needed help. At a very difficult time, you know. As a result, never in my wildest imagination did I ever think I would be told to go away. I can't believe it.
Stop complaining and shut up! I also have a hard time going to work when I see you irritated every morning. If you go away, I feel like I can do better.
Understood. Well, then I'll leave the house by 8 p.m. So make sure you come home around that time, okay? Goodbye.
Hey, when are you coming home?
Huh? What are you saying? You're the one that told me to go away, right?
Then when are you going home?
I won't go home, because I already left the house. I wrote the telephone number of the temporary childcare and I placed it on the table, didn't I? How about you call that number? Have Christopher taken care of when you're at work. I don't know if they'll take Christopher in thought.
Are you serious? Are you seriously gonna abandon your child?
What are you saying? You're the one who told me, remember? That taking care of a child is a piece of cake? You said that this morning, right? Then do it yourself.
Okay then, if that's what you want, then fine. I don't need you anyway. But what should I do if Christopher wakes up in the middle of the night? If he realizes that you're not here, he will cry. What are you gonna do about this?
Huh? Didn't you tell me to go away? Knowing that stuff like that might happen?
Where are you right now?
It'll be a waste of time. Even if you tell me to go back home, you know. I don't plan on going home today. I'm also thinking about going to my parents' house.
Huh? What are you saying? As a mother, don't you feel responsible for your son?
You're the one that told me, right, that taking care of a child is a piece of cake? And then the reason why I can't do it well is that I spoil our son, so why don't you try doing it yourself?
What should I do?
Huh?
Should I sleep on the same bed as Christopher?
I don't know, you're the master of taking care of children, right? Why don't you think about it and come up with your solution?
You can come home now.
Huh? Now, what am I thinking?
If you really want to come home no matter what, I'll forgive you.
Forgive me? What are you going to forgive me for? You're the one who needs to be forgiven, so you should be the one apologizing.
Don't be a prude.
Okay, I'll refresh and enjoy alone time.
Wait, hey! Hey, Jessica, what should I do?
Huh?
Christopher won't stop crying. Should I call an ambulance?
Uh-huh? What are you saying?
He won't stop crying. He woke up in the middle of the night. And I think he realized that you're not here. He won't stop crying. There must be something wrong with him.
So you slept next to him. That's good. Is he still crying? He always cries every night. He cries even if I just turn the other way.
Really? Then how am I gonna sleep with all this crying?
You understand now, right?
Huh?
The reason why I lack sleep? Did you finally understand why?
Even if I give him juice or some snacks, he won't stop crying. There's something wrong with him. I think he's hurt somewhere.
That's what he does when he's sleepy. He's still 2 years old, you know. You only take care of him when he's in a good mood and behavior. He always cries when he gets sleepy. He's crying very loudly right now, am I right?
That's right. So this doesn't mean that there's something wrong with him?
Does he have a fever?
I don't know. I feel like he's a bit hot.
There's a thermometer there, right? Measure his body temperature with a thermometer.
He doesn't seem to have a fever.
He's not throwing up or anything, right?
No, he's not throwing up.
And that means there's nothing wrong with him. He's just spoiled.
Please come home.
Huh? Didn't you say that taking care of a child is a piece of cake?
I'm sorry, I understand now. I was wrong. Taking care of a child is not easy.
Do you understand now the reason why I lack sleep?
Yeah, I understand now. That's why please come home.
I'm sorry, but I won't be going home today.
Huh? Why?
I already paid for the hotel room and tomorrow is your day off work, right? Why don't you just try your best to somehow make Christopher stop crying? You're his father, right?
I'm his father, but I've never seen this situation ever in my life, so I don't know how to deal with this.
Do something about the situation by yourself. I won't help you. I just went away because you told me to. I'll go back home tomorrow, so do your best until then, okay? You thought that taking care of a child is very easy, right? You should know at least a little about it, and you should reflect on it. Jessica enjoyed her time alone by pampering herself with a massage and sauna. The spa opened 24/7. She wasn't able to have time alone for 2 years, so she was able to refresh and ready to take on her responsibilities as a mother. But since she was worried about her son Christopher, she went home the next morning. Then Matthew woke up like he wasn't able to sleep at all because Christopher cried all night. He was able to sleep only when Christopher finally stopped crying in the morning. Matthew had a sulky look on his face, but with the realization that taking care of a child is difficult, he promised to sleep next to Christopher on the day before his day off work. He didn't apologize directly to Jessica, but the next day Matthew placed a massage and spa ticket on the table. There was a time when Jessica considered having a divorce, but thinking about their son, she gave her husband another chance to prove his role as a father of their son.
Hello, Irene. How did the date go last night? Wasn't it amazing?
Hello? Whom am I talking with?
Oh, my bad. It's me, Adam, here. This is the single, funny, charming guy you've been texting with for 2 months on Tinder here.
Oh. Hi, Adam. But how can you know my number? I didn't remember that we exchanged phone numbers.
Oh. Last night I asked for your phone number, and you denied me just because you were shy, right? So when you went to the restroom, I used your phone to call mine because I was very satisfied with you.
Didn't you think it was a little bit arbitrary?
Oh, don't be so serious. I just want to give you a chance to get closer. But hey, why couldn't I text you on Tinder? Is there anything wrong?
Oh. I think I slid my hand, so I coincidentally deleted you from my list.
You should be more careful. Luckily, I saved your number in time.
Yeah, so luckily.
But did you get home safely last night?
Yeah, I got an Uber car.
I know I had a car and should have taken you home on the first date. But your house was on the opposite side of town from mine. If I took you home, it would be a waste of gas and time. Besides, we couldn't be sure if this relationship was going anywhere, right? So wasn't it most logical for you to go home alone?
Well, I understood it. Don't worry. Anyway, I have no intention of having a second date with you.
Yeah, you're right. We shouldn't go out to eat again on the second date. It was too expensive. Maybe we should go to the movie theater.
What are you talking about? I mean that we're not compatible to meet again. And you chose that restaurant, right? I am the one who paid for last night's dinner, not you.
Yeah, but it was very reasonable, wasn't it? Whoever orders is the one who has to pay. Besides, I did pay for my share.
Yeah, you paid for the salad. That's all.
Because the rest was what you ordered. I just helped you eat leftovers so they wouldn't go to waste.
Because you gave me the menu. I ordered them for the two of us.
Also, I think you need to change your eating habits. It doesn't show good breeding for a girl to eat too much too quickly. That was the first time I saw a girl on a first date ordering a steak, a hamburger, and a pizza. You should only eat salad and fruit to keep fit.
I'm not a vegan. Besides, I just ate a lot of meat like that once a month.
Huh. I guess that's acceptable. But yesterday you didn't say much. It wasn't like when we were texting.
Oh, that was because I am a very good listener. It was not totally because you constantly bragged and talked only about yourself.
That's nice. I like you more and more. The girls I've dated before aren't as friendly and considerate as you. They were totally rude and always interrupted me when I was talking about my wonderful work and life. You're really close to my ideal type.
Oh, whoa. I don't know if this is good or bad, but thank you.
That's good. I'll give you a chance to have a second date with me. You should feel proud, because this is my first time giving someone a second date with me.
Thank you for your invitation, but I'm quite busy now. I lost a cloth doll that is very important to me and I need to find it, so I can't go with you.
Would that be a tiny rabbit doll with a red bow on its ear?
Yes. How can you know it?
Well, I'm keeping it right here. I found it under the table yesterday, but no one was looking for it, so I put it in my pocket. But aren't you too old to play with dolls?
It must have fallen out of my purse when I went to the restroom. I know, but it was a present for my grandma. She made it for my 5th birthday. Ever since, I always bring it with me. Thank goodness you're keeping it. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what to do. So, when can you give it back to me?
I don't know. I was supposed to give it to you on the second date, but you turned me down. You make me sad, so I'll probably end up throwing the doll out.
Oh no, please don't. I'm willing to ransom it. Please don't throw it away or damage it.
It's not about money. You hurt my self-esteem. No one has ever dared turn me down.
Oh no, I didn't mean to refuse you. Last night was the best date I've ever had. You are the most handsome, charming man I have ever talked to. So, can you forgive me and give me a second date?
Well, lucky for you that I'm a generous and easygoing person. So I'll give you a second chance. However, since you were rude, I can't just give that doll back for nothing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not asking for ransom. But shouldn't you be showing a little gratitude for helping you get your doll back? If it weren't for me, some kid would have found the doll and ruined it.
Yes, I know it. I'd be very grateful if you could give it back to me.
If you're being sincere like that, that's fine. We'll meet at 7 p.m. tomorrow at the Central Cinema. Is that okay?
Yes, I will be there on time. Please remember to bring the doll with you.
Don't worry. I promise to return it to you safe and sound.
Thank you so much.
Well, see you later. I hope you won't let me down. I really don't like your behavior today. You need to be more careful next time.
Excuse me? Obviously, you're the wrong one here.
How can you blame me when I did you such a favor? Remember, if it weren't for me, that ragged cloth doll would have been history.
Hey, Adam. I'm grateful to you for helping me take care of the doll, but that didn't mean you were allowed to touch me in the cinema like that. Your hand directly touched my thighs without my permission. I thought you had just misplaced your hand, so I lifted it and told you not to do it again, but you kept putting your hand in it.
Oh, come on. I know you wanted it. Why were you wearing a short skirt if you didn't want to? Only spoiled girls wear that kind of stuff to meet a man. I know you did that to get my attention.
What I want to wear is my right. You can't blame me for that. Besides, I only agreed to this date just to get the doll back.
Oh, right.
Yes. Oh, finally. Glad that you get my point.
Clearly, you need to demonstrate your value. You didn't want me to think that you were an easy woman. You did very well, Irene.
No, Adam, that's not what I mean.
But if that's what you wanted, then shouldn't you have told me? Why did you just leave like that? Do you know how awkward it was for me to stand there all alone?
Well, I thought it was odd enough that the staff asked us out of the theater because you didn't buy popcorn and soda at the theater but hid it in your jacket.
That was your fault, though, wasn't it? You were the one who kept acting annoyed and making noises, so the staff noticed and found out. I do that all the time, but they never noticed until now.
You did it all the time? Unbelievable!
What's wrong? Don't you agree the prices are outrageous? And it's not even clean here. It's just better to bring snacks from home, so you can save money and be sure it's clean. You should also learn to save money, like me.
Well, thank you, but I don't think I need it. I just don't think it can be such a huge difference like this.
What's the difference?
Well, when we texted on Tinder, the way you texted was very funny, polite, and gallant. Then, the first time we met, I was very... shocked.
I knew it. I look much better than in the pictures, right?
No, I don't mention your appearance. It's not important to me. But a little too confident in yourself and being black and white. But when I thought about it, it quite made sense that we had just met for the first time. Anyway, I don't want to owe anyone anything. Then, the date today totally made me disappointed. From my perspective, you are too patriarchal, imposing, miserly, and disrespectful.
What? Hey, I understand you're mad at me because I didn't give you the time to show your value. But talking to me like that is outrageous. You're doing very well, so don't let me down.
What are you talking about? I don't get it. Why do you keep talking like the examiner is evaluating the candidate?
Well, I think you're pretty qualified. You just need to improve some points. The first is your diet. You can't eat meat anymore, only vegetables and fruit. I like petite girls. The second is about how to dress. You'll not be allowed to wear short skirts or sexy clothes when going out on the street anymore. I don't like other men looking at you.
Adam, what are you talking about? What did you satisfy about me? Qualified or what?
Yeah, never interrupt me when I'm talking. You need to readjust your way of speaking when angry. I want an obedient, dutiful, and submissive wife. This will be the first and last time I allow you to criticize me like that.
Stop! Can you tell me what's happening here? Why do you have to ask me to change it to your liking?
I didn't tell you, right? You passed my family's survey and were officially accepted as my wife. You're awesome because my mom likes you so much.
What? Your mom? I have never met her. How could she know me?
Oh, you still don't get it? The person who talked to you on Tinder was my mother. Girls, before dating me, will have to talk to my mother first. I can only go meet with them with my mom's permission. Also, my parents were sitting at the table next to us on the first date and watching you. They said you were a very disciplined and resourceful girl.
What? Your mother? Oh my god, I'm so confused here.
Oh, don't worry, she liked you a lot. But there is one more condition. Every day I go to work. My parents have to stay home alone, and that's not okay at all. So after we get married, you'll have to quit your job and stay home to care for my parents and children.
Oh, hey, slow down. Who said that I'm going to marry you?
You did. Aren't you in love with me too? You even begged me to give you a second date.
You are either misunderstanding or you are deliberately not understanding. I just went to the date today to get the doll. I had no intention of getting close to you in the first place.
Yeah, willows are weak, yet they bind other wood, right? You really know how to make me love you more. But there's no time to play this game. My parents have just informed our relatives that our wedding will be held next week. Tomorrow, I'll take you to try on the wedding dress. Remember to choose the cheap one.
I tried to be patient to treat you kindly, but it seems to give you the illusion of your position. Oh, I should have beat you up at the theater. I never said I would agree to marry you. We're not even lovers. I don't even want to be friends with you. What on earth makes you think that I'll marry you?
What are you talking about?
I would like to confirm again that I will never have feelings for a stingy, backward, and mama's boy like you. Never.
How dare you talk to me like that? I won't forgive you. I'll make you regret leaving a perfect man like me.
I don't care. I'd rather be single for the rest of my life than marry you.
Damn, weak. I should have thrown away your doll. Do you think I wanted to touch that filthy doll? I don't understand why you'd want to keep trash like that around. Don't act like you're superior here.
What? So it didn't fall on its own, but you rummaged through my bag? Oh no, you messed with the wrong girl. You'll pay for this soon.
And what are you gonna do? You're nothing.
So your mother must have forgotten to tell you about my job? I'm a famous YouTuber with over 1 million followers on social networks. And you'll be the first I warn girls to stay away from. Let's see if your family can fool anyone else after this time.
No way, that's impossible. No one's going to believe you. I'll tell them you made everything up because you love me, but I rejected you. So you wanted to hurt me.
Well, that restaurant, coincidentally, is the one I opened with a friend. So it's easy for me to get the video from the security camera that you rummaged through my things.
No way! You can't do this to me!
Oh no, I have to do this. I won't let any other girl go through the same disgusting situations as me again.
Hey, bitch! Come back here! You can't do this to me! My god, you're an ungrateful bitch!
Then, my video of Adam went viral on social media. In the comment section, many girls also shared that he had cheated on them like that. He kept texting me to annoy me, and even threatened to harm me. So I reported it to the police, and he was banned from approaching me within a 1 kilometer radius. It's fortunate that I was able to raise the alarm in time, so that other girls wouldn't have to experience such bad things.